Hey shooters, this is a quick intro to the video. Georgia State Championships for 2014. I'm coming in as a sharpshooter in CDP, and I know I barely made sharpshooter, so I have no expectations of any kind of lofty accomplishments, and that's pretty much what happened. So I'm going to post the video anyway so that you can see how the match went, get a feel for the stages. I had new glasses, and I'm not happy with the way they just seem to look too high, or I look too low, but it is what it is, and I hope you enjoy it. So stage one is the infamous gun check station that I skipped last year, causing me to get a do not finish and having everybody chasing me around trying to find my score sheet, so I made sure I did it this time. Stage two is the first stage I shot in the morning, down 10. You open the door and it's a crazy mover situation. You've got two moving non-threats in the front and you've got two moving threats in the back. I ended up being one down on each of the movers in the back. I had to give them, wait 2 presentations to get them, and then moved on around slicing the pie on static targets. Reload seemed to go okay. I'm going to catalog an endless list of feeding and ammo problems. I did pick up one shot on the right target there, just to make sure I got a good hit. But so far, no problems. Now the problems start. This procedural I got was actually because I couldn't finish the stage. And bottom line is, you have you've got 3 movers over here, which unfortunately you can't see through my glasses, but there's 3 movers behind barrels. The middle one is disappearing target, and the other 2 end up being visible. Got through those, did the reload, and my second magazine, apparently, the last round of my second magazine, believe it or not, was a 40 caliber round. And so it fired, but then wouldn't eject. So we thought I had a squib. We stopped and ended up discovering that I had a 40 case stuck in my chamber. So I got a PE for the last shot that I could not fire because I could not get a reload in to finish my 18th shot. And then of course a miss for that. So that was a funky stage. Okay, stage 4, baby back. Come in close range to fast targets, freestyle, and we pick up a car seat and a support hand, and then finish the stage strong hand only. So shoot the first 2 positions. I go to this 3rd position, and there's a mover that's just his head is exposed before he moves. And so I take 2 headshots on that mover and then move on to the static target, and I thought those headshots were good. Well, guess what? They were both misses. So 10 points down on that target, but that's 5 seconds. He was not disappearing, or he was disappearing, so I couldn't get a failure to neutralize. So I ended up not being so bad, even though I missed him both times. Alright, stage 5 has some crazy movers. You just have to engage the static target, then you've got a slider, and then you've got a diver. And you've got to engage them both. And then I went back and put one for good measure on the static target, and you come back over to, I think there's 3 static targets on this side. So that was a pretty quick stage, and I did alright. So stage 6 coming up is the zombie stage, which just seems to be a tradition now. There are 14 zombies and 4 non-threats mixed in, and you have to have 1 headshot each. And all through pasting this match, I could not get a good solid view of all the zombies, and so I was just kind of continuing to wing it. And we had to shoot them near to far, so you couldn't shoot them in any order. You had to keep track of them. And I ended up shooting one twice and not engaging another. So I got 5 for the miss and another procedural for not engaging the 14th zombie. So all in all, being 5 down plus a PE on that, I'll take it. I mean, they're all headshots, so at least what I shot at, I hit. And I didn't hit any non-threats, so that's minor victory. Alright. Stage 7 was canceled due to catastrophic failure. Stage 8 is the shoot house. I've got a baby, and I've got to take my baby to safety. So this is a strong hand only stage. So, target outside the door, everybody gets 3. We've got to shoot from cover. Of course, you can't see where I'm looking, but trust me, I hit the target. And then the third target here, do a reload in the house, and then at that point, we come out and engage in a static target outside. Then I'm supposed to trip a mover, trip a beam to trigger a mover, but it didn't get reset. So the mover's just sitting there in the middle of the track. And of course I shoot it, and I get the option to do a reshoot, which why on earth would I do a reshoot when I shot pretty well, and the next time I reshoot the mover would be moving. That would just be stupid. So I kept my score, as I think any rational person would. Okay, stage 9 begins the string of feeding failures.
Are you ready?
So this is a car stage. We're inside a car. You've got targets almost 180 degrees, so I've got to go out the back window for the first 2 static targets. And you have 3 movers and another static target kind of spread around. So I get one shot on him, and I go to reload, and you'll see me rack 2 or 3 rounds out of after my reload to finally get the gun in the battery so I can take that last shot, and then pick up the third mover and then come back for a pickup just to be sure. So this is stage 9 and the starting of my frustration with my own fault, because it's my ammo that I loaded and I just used crap cases. So you know, that is what it is. But on this stage I was 021, 102 on the target, so pretty good shooting on that stage, and that was the final stage of the match for me actually. Stage 10, gas station nightmare. I open this up with a procedural because I'm supposed to be backing up here, and I shoot flat-footed. Seemed like I was backing up, but obviously I didn't get moving fast enough. And so I got a procedural for that, and then you'll notice on my reload I'm gonna rack an extra time to get that gun in the battery. So there's another round I racked out. So, I mean, the hits just keep coming, or the misses, as it were. So, all in all, the stage wasn't that bad. Just a little bit slow on the mover on the right. Okay, stage 11, gun violence. My one and only hit on non-threat was on the far right side of the course. Opens up with steel. You've got 3 steel targets that you've got to drop. So, first one drops on 1 shot. The second guy, he's a tough guy. He's hiding behind a tree. It takes me 4 shots to get him in the head. Third steel drops on the first shot, and then 3 on each target after that. So I'll put 3 on that target, went to reload. Apparently I hit the non-threat right there. Shot through, got a clean hit on the target behind him, but clipped my only non-threat of the day. And also had some feeding issues. In fact, I had a double feed here, which is the worst scenario in my opinion, which if you watch my last video, it took me 18 seconds to clear. Or maybe I'm talking about the next one. Yes, I am talking about this one. So we start on an unstable platform. You'll notice a glitch in the matrix. I'll blame it on these video glasses, but it's going to happen after my 5th shot. And there it is. So now here I go to do a reload, and I get a double feed. So I dropped the magazine. The round popped in once I got the magazine out, and then I picked it up off the ground, slammed it back in, and then continued the stage. But then I took my frustrations out on the last target, as you see. So Yeah. Stage 13, avoid the good dies. We're going to have an extra rack on the reload on this one as well.
Stand by.
But for a stage with 9 targets, and you've got non-threats moving back and forth in front of the threat targets, I actually ended this one only 14 down with 9 targets, which doesn't sound great, but you know, when you consider how many times you have to shoot, it's not so bad. But you'll notice on my reload here that I'm going to run into another issue. So, we're getting late in the day here. So,
slide, trigger, and holster. Range is safe. 4, 2, 3, 5.
All right, stage 14. That's the standard stage. You get 6 rounds in the magazine. The magazine is in a box on the table. So you draw, you fire 2 on each target. You do an attack reload. Sorry, not attack reload. Emergency reload, slide lock. Now you notice that this reload took longer than my reload with the retention that I have to do after these 3 targets. You know, so I've got to stow the magazine that's partially full, and then finish off the last 3 targets. And I actually did that faster than the initial slide lock reload because I had to cycle yet another round to get the gun to go into battery. So ammo problems all day long. The gun is fine. It's my brass. And then I ran a plate rack, which was for the benefit of the group. And yes, I got all 6 in a row, just not in 6 shots. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then followed back on 1. So hey, for me that's an awesome plate run because I don't do steel well. So it was a fun match, long day, had a great time. I finished down there where I expected in the bottom of the sharpshooters, but had a great time, and I look forward to doing it again next year with better ammo.